Hey there, it's Erin with Time Saving Templates, and I wanted to go over something that goes with the VRBO template, or if you have any template that relies on a CSV that you can download from a website, such as VRBO's website, Airbnb, or Etsy. And in all of those templates, I do recommend that you compare the CSV to the template to make sure all the columns are lining up. But I wanted to go over an example of what to do if the columns don't line up. So it might make more sense if you go look at the video I just did with the demonstration of how to use the VRBO template, because I go over how to download the CSV and how to copy and paste it into the template. And this is the VRBO template where it will add up your information that you paste into the template, the information that you download from VRBO. Okay, so hopefully you're following along and that makes sense. If not, go back and look for the other video. So to do this, just make sure you have the file open that you downloaded from VRBO, and also make sure you have the template open. And what I would do is to compare the column headers is go to View and then View Side by Side. Let me try that again because I never closed out. View Side by Side and select the file that you want to compare it to. Just click that button if you don't get a split screen right away. So this way we have a split screen so we can check that the columns are lining up. We're just checking that reference ID is in column A, in both of them. And then I just keep scrolling and just checking. So number of nights is in column E, source is in column F, subscription model column G, that's not on here. Now, I always try to keep my template to the most current updated version so that the headers match. But what I just discovered as I was downloading two files, I have two properties and each CSV was different. So I'm not sure why that is or why that happens. So just check it. I don't know why the column order is different, but it just is sometimes. Okay, so number of nights E. So source is in F. This is the current file from that we had downloaded from VRBO. So we want to update the template to match that. So I'm just going to highlight the column after number of nights, right click and insert. And that's where I'll put source. And then I'm going to right click and insert again because we have source and subscription model. These extra columns are not anything that needs to be added into the summary because we're only adding in, the total rental income, taxes, and the VRBO fees. That's the only thing that we're really looking at. So, okay, so column G is subscription model. Then we have payment date, disbursement date needs to go in, type property ID, guest name is an L, payment method, taxable revenue, non-taxable tax, taxes in column P. That's good because that's something the summary will look at. Then we have service fee paid by guest is pretty much the same as guest payment, your revenue. Then we have commission. Commission is new. VAT on commission is new. I don't know if it's new or if it's just different. Processing fee is in W, so that's something we need. Stay tax we remit. Stay tax you remit. Payable to you. And payout. Deposit amount, not something that we include, so I can just write over it. Payable to you and payout. And if you're ever wanting to double check it, the rental income is looking at column T of rental 2, column T, column W, T, W, and P are the main columns. So W, payment processing, T, your revenue, and P for tax. So as long as the information that we're referencing in the summary is in the right column, then we're good to go. And those extra columns are just there, but it's good to add them in so that they can match. And as you're comparing, if the columns are not lining up as you scroll, just go to view, and that synchronous scrolling, you can turn it off or you can turn it back on if you want. But if I turn it off, then I can continue scrolling and it won't scroll on the top. And that's about it. If you have an older version of that template and you don't want to go through all that, I can get you a discount for the updated template with the columns in the right order. Or if you don't feel like adding those in, or if you haven't used a template yet and you'd like to get one, feel free to head on over to timesavingtemplates.com and check out what I've got over there. Okay, thanks.